The creation story. In the beginning, before time began, there was nothing. Nothing to be seen and to hear, nothing to touch or smell. There was only silence. God moved along through the inky darkness. Then, on the first day, God created the heavens and the earth was covered by water. "Let there be light," said God. At first, the light was faint. It was a flicker in the darkness that grew brighter and stronger. Then it became a glowing ball that pushed the gloom aside. It was soft and yellow, then red, pink, and dazzling gold. God delighted in its loveliness. The changing light seemed to have a life on its own, and God called it day. When the light faded into darkness, He named it night. It was the very first day of the world. On the second day, when the light came back, God made the sky. It was soft, bright blue, and it hung over the earth like a canopy. On the third day of the world, God pulled back the choppy waters so that the solid ground underneath appeared. He named the great pools of waters, which were blue like the sky and the shimmering in the light, the seas. He called the big muddy areas of ground land. The land was flat and bare, so God shaped it into mountains, plains, and deep valleys. Soon, under His guiding hand, greenery covered the earth. Grasses and plants of every size, shape, and color began to grow, and sweet-smelling flowers bloomed. The sticky buds opened, the vines wound into the air. Trees sprang from the ground, their branches reaching for the sky, growing tall and heavy with fruit. The earth had become lush and green, overflowing with plant life. On the fourth day, God said, "Let there be signs to mark the day and night." He made the fiery sun to show the day and the gentle moon to shine at night. During the day, the moon hid in the shadows. At night, the sun turned its golden face away, while the moon cast its silvery beams over the land. God also brightened the night sky with millions upon millions of tiny glittering stars. He felt pleased with this beautiful world He had created. God's new world was a peaceful land filled with flowers, trees, and rushing rivers, but there were no birds to perch in the trees. There were no bees to buzz from flower to flower, and no fish to leap through the waves. The only sounds were the whisper of the wind among the leaves and the waves lapping the shores. So on the fifth day, God filled the sea with living creatures. Suddenly, it was swimming with fish that moved as one. He made whales that sprayed water high up in the sky, and dolphins that leaped playfully in and out of the waves. He made jellyfish that shimmered like moonlight, shellfish that sparkled like precious stones, and tiny crabs that waved into clothes on the golden sands. Then God said, "Let there be creatures on the air, and that will fill the sky with life." Suddenly, there was a great fluttering of feathers and flapping of wings, as birds and insects of all shapes and size rose into the sky. Tiny humming birds mingled with colorful parakeets and silent, blinding hawks. The sky was alive with color and sound as the twittering birds found shelter among the trees and bushes. They busied themselves with discovering sweet fruit and washing their feeders in the cool streams. Their happy songs filled God's ears, and He blessed them. On the sixth day of the world, God said, "Now let there be creatures on the land." And the earth began to shake with the thunder of 1,000 feet. The world hummed with voices large and small, all trying to be heard. Regal lions prowled beside mighty elephants and rhinos. Monkeys swung through the trees, cackling to each other, and snakes rustled through the undergrowth. Fierce animals paced side by side with the gentlest of God's creatures. Everyone, from the tiny shrews to the tall giraffes, was looking for a new home. Some liked the cool of the snowy mountains, and some preferred the heat of the rainforests. Cheetahs raced into the jungle, crocodiles hid in rivers, while squirrels climbed tall trees. The world pulsed with life. God looked around and was happy with what he saw, but something was missing.